Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Jai Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma. Bandhamave Savadana Mate Bandhamave Savadana Mate Yahara Prasade Bhai Bhavatariya Jai. Krishna Prapti Ho Yaha Hote Krishna Prapti Ho Yaha Hote Guru Mukha Padama Vakya Chidete Goriya Aikya. Prabhupada. Arana Kari Ho Mane Asha Arana Kari Ho Mane Asha Shri Guru Charane Rati Ese Uttama Gati. Ye prasade pure sarva asha. Ye prasade pure sarva asha. prasade pure sarva asha. Chakudana diloje janme janme Prabhu se. Chakudana diloje janme janme Prabhu se. Devya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. Devya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. Prema Bhaktiya hoite avidya vinasayate. Prema Bhaktiya hoite avidya vinasayate. Vedegaya haracharito. Vedegaya haracharito. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandha. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandha. Lokanath Lokera Jivana. Lokanath Loke Jivana. Aha Prabhu Kara Daya Deha More Padachaya. Aha Prabhu Kara Daya Deha More Padachaya. Ebe Jasha Gushu Tribhuvana. Ebe Jasha Gushu Tribhuvana. Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravane Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta-vrinda. Bola, bola, bola. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Paramahansa Parivrajaka Sutara Satasisima, His Divine Grace. Abhay Chalanada Vinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki, Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki, Prem Sagaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki, Sisi Radha Krishna Govinath Shamakund Radha Kunda, Giri Govardhana Ki Jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Shri Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai, Gangamai Jamunamai Ki Jai, Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Gaura Brahmanandi. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we can attain pure devotional service. I bow to his lotus feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. My only wish is to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is a perfection that fulfills all desires. He opens my darkened eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord, birth after birth. From him, ecstatic prema emanates. By him, ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, the friend of the poor and the Lord and master of the devotees. O Master, be merciful unto me. Give me the shade of your lotus feet. Your fame is spread all over the three worlds. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Rama Ram. Hare Hare. So Hare Krishna, on behalf of ISKCON Stoke, we'd like to welcome all of you to our Sunday Feast program this week. This week we have a very special Sunday Feast program because we have a very special visitor. His Grace Kripamoya Prabhu, who is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada and has been preaching and serving the mission of Lord Chaitanya for nearly 5 decades, Prabhuji. So he has a lot of stories, a lot of adventures in this amazing mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, a lot of wisdom to share with us, and in my opinion he's also very funny, so he's always on everyone's good side. So today he'll be giving a wonderful Sunday Feast lecture, and we have the opportunity to hear from him. Prabhuji usually serves, he serves everywhere, but he's based in the south, but he's come all the way up north and is able to give us a wonderful class today. So can we all welcome His Grace Kripamoya Prabhu by 3 times loudly chanting, Haribo! 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 Prabhuji, if you'd like to give us Hare Krishna.
Is everybody from... Oh, look. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Manicure. How are you all this afternoon? A little tired? You okay? What's your name, sir? Did we meet before? No. We've crossed paths in London, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. But you live in Stoke, do you? Close, yeah. Who actually lives in Stoke? In the 5 towns that make up Stoke? You do, yeah? Yeah. A nice place to live? That's why I came. They told me all about it. They said, come up to Stoke, have a wonderful weekend. So here we are. We came last year, around about the same time. Have you got a copy for everybody, Balaram? This time of year we sing a song, and I think you've been singing it since 2 weeks now, Balaram? Have they been singing this song? 2 weeks. So you'll know the words, but I just wanted to be reminded. So as Balaram very nicely says, and the last time I was here, I think Balaram was about 5 foot tall. And now he's 6.5. Have you stopped now, Balaram? He's okay. It's proof that the son can be taller than both mum and dad if you feed them dal. So how many of you come every week? So you're dead keen. How many of you come every 2 weeks? Not so keen. You come twice a week? Wow. Fantastic. Is that your spot near the radiator? Who comes once every month? Not really into it, but you came along. Nothing on the telly. Well, however often you come, you're very welcome, of course. This used to be a church. If you look around you, it looks like a church, an old congregational church. And we simply moved sideways. This church, the congregation moved to a bigger place, good for them. And we moved in, and we're trying to fill it up. So bring a friend next time. Stoke-on-Trent is, of course, it's a wonderful place. It's the center of the country, nearly. And it's a good place, therefore, to have a center of Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is the procedure by which we become conscious of Krishna, the supreme source of everything. This time of year, there's a special song. If you look at the center of the altar there, you'll see Krishna, baby Krishna, tied to a wooden grinding mortar. What is a wooden grinding mortar? Does anybody know? We say that as if people know. Who knows what a wooden grinding mortar is? Is it an instrument of torture? What is it? Is it something that you just tie children to accidentally? It was before they had Vitamix or food mixers, or any things that you see on the shopping channel. You can imagine 5,000 years ago, the shopping channel. I just got a new wooden grinding mortar. I grind everything daily. Show me how it works. Well, you take a big stick and you pound your spices. There's a lot of sweat goes into a wooden grinding mortar. So it's about 3 foot tall, made of wood, very heavy wood. Often something like ebony, very heavy. And it's sculpted so it has a very heavy base. And then you can grind things up. And it's immovable. And there's 2 immovable objects in this story. You know the story. This time of year is coming up close to Diwali. When do we have the actual Diwali day? It's tomorrow, is it? Okay. Tuesday.
Everywhere it's Monday. The other also starts Monday afternoon and goes till Tuesday.
Okay.
So some calendars show the 22nd, but the first dusk is on Monday actually.
We have the Brahmin here. So tomorrow's the actual day. Well, Diwali is a big celebration. Diwali means diwa, a lamp. Diwali, a line of lamps. Now, once upon a time, a long time ago, I was asked to give a talk at a bank in London. It was called Goldman Sachs. Anybody heard of it? Goldman Sachs Bank. And I was a bit nervous because it was very posh. And I walked in there and everything was black marble and brass, and it had the look of money. You know, when you go into a place and you don't feel quite comfortable. I'm not saying you wouldn't be comfortable. You deserve a place, nice place made of black marble and brass. But it was in the bottom of Fleet Street, going up towards St. Paul's Cathedral, head bank. And they'd asked me to give a talk on Diwali. Diwali is becoming very popular. Why? Because it's the one celebration where politicians and everybody can remember what it's all about. Most of these Hindu celebrations, there's a long story that goes with it. But if you just tell a politician, Diwali celebrates good over evil, light over darkness. Any politician goes, oh yeah, that's a good message. And they go on the microphone and they go, so today we are celebrating Diwali, good over evil, light over darkness, and everybody cheers. So we've celebrated Diwali at the 10 Downing Street. Devotees of Hare Krishna go along, the Swaminarayans go along, different Sanatana Dharma temples go along, and we give out sweets, because that's what you do at Diwali. So David Cameron got sweets, Theresa May got sweets, Boris Johnson got sweets. Everybody, Rishi Sunak got sweets. His wife probably made the sweets. He was celebrating Diwali very enthusiastically. We celebrated Diwali at the Foreign Office, House of Commons, House of Lords. It's a thing. Go anywhere now. Just last week, this time last week, we were celebrating Diwali in Trafalgar Square. Those of you from Stoke-on-Trent, do you know about London? Do you know there's a place called London? We have a place called Trafalgar Square. Have you heard of it? Never. I've got a picture book in the car, I'll show you. Anyway, in Trafalgar Square, the Mayor of London, Sir Sadiq Khan, he comes and opens the festival. 25,000 people come to the festival. It's a big do. So Diwali, very popular. So they asked me to give a talk on Diwali. And I said, I was a bit nervous. And I still do get nervous. Not here on Stoke-on-Trent, obviously, but down there I did. And I said, who gives talks here? They said, well, we've had Sir David Attenborough at the beginning of the month. Then we had Dame Kelly Holmes, Olympic gold medal winner. Then we had the Archbishop of Canterbury. And this week, it's you. And I went, I had to deliver. So there was 90 people came. Fortunately, I'd done my homework, which is always a very good idea to do when you're, giving a talk in front of a lot of people. And I started the talk by pointing out the window to St. Paul's Cathedral. And I said, do you know, the oldest memorial to the Diwali story is in St. Paul's Cathedral. They're all looking like that. I said, no, it is. If you go inside St. Paul's Cathedral, created in the 1660s after the fire of London, you will find a memorial to someone called Sir William Jones. He was the first president of the British Royal Asiatic Society. And there on his monument, in white marble, you will find the gods and the demons pulling the serpent, churning the ocean of milk. And out from the ocean of milk is born Lakshmi, many other things. So Lakshmi Diwali is the birthday of Lakshmi. That's the first thing. And every Hindu home, people will invite Lakshmi to come to their home by putting a diwa in the window. And every single year the fire brigade comes and tells me, please tell your people, wherever you give a talk on Diwali, be very, very careful with naked flame. Hindu homes all over the country go up in flames at Diwali time. Be very, very careful. What must you do at Diwali time? Be very careful with? Thank you. Naked flames, yes. Put some clothes on them. So, in this monument to the churning of the ocean of milk. Well, what is that? What on earth is that? It's a creation story. You'll find it in all the different relevant texts. You'll also find it, strangely enough, at the airport in Bangkok. Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok has also a 30-foot long diorama, series of statues about the gods and the demons churning the ocean of milk. Why would that be? Because Vedic culture from India burst out of India and it went to many different places, including Cambodia, where you will also find this churning of the ocean of milk. Vietnam, also the churning of the ocean of milk. Singapore, also, this is me churning. You find that churning? Okay. You can do it yourself. Yeah, it's easy. Not dancing, just churning. The idea of churning is you have milk and you have a stick and you tie the rope, you wind the rope around, and as you go this way and that way, on the bottom of the stick is a paddle. And eventually, by churning the milk, you get butter. Not anchor butter, but you get something called mukkan. Mukkan is a sort of very loose. You have to take it out, squeeze it, dry it, and you get some nice white butter. Anyway, this story is there all the way through human civilization. Even in Africa, we find it. Yeah. Even in Ethiopia, they have this story. Even in the Saudi Arabia, you'll find this story. Very, very popular story. Just like the story of Noah's Ark and the flood. Have you heard of that one? Noah's Ark, where they marched the animals in 2 by 2. Balaram, you know that? Yeah. That the flood story goes to Sumeria, Mesopotamia, Iran, Iraq, goes down into Africa. Some of these stories are very, very old. So, this particular story means that there's a celebration of Diwali. What else do we celebrate at Diwali time? Dhanteras. Dhanteras is the arrival of Dhanvantari. Dhanvantari, the incarnation of Ayurvedic medicine. Anybody ever had Ayurvedic medicine? Yeah, Ayurvedic medicine. Very good for you. All natural herbs. So, Dhanteras is one day. And there are many different days. Bhai Beej, Bhai Dooj. What else is happening at Diwali time? Lakshmi Puja. And then we come to Lord Ramachandra. Yes, Lord Rama. Because Diwali was such a big festival. It was the annual festival of... It was the end of one year and the beginning of a new year. If you have a really big festival. Even today in India, who celebrates? Is that me or you? It's gone. Even today in India, if you go to India this weekend and tomorrow, you will find everybody setting off crackers, everybody lighting lamps. The Sikhs will celebrate, the Buddhists will celebrate, the Hindus will celebrate. Everybody all over India celebrates Diwali. Even in Stoke-on-Trent, they'll celebrate Diwali. You getting ready for Diwali, sir? Of course you are. I hope you haven't eaten sweets for a month, because during Diwali you'll get more sweets than you need. So when you have one big, big festival, just like for us in this part of the world, it's Christmas. And Christmas is the end of the year, and then a few days after eating chocolate comes New Year, New Year's Day. So that's how we calculate. See you in the New Year. And you know, Christmas is coming, and so in India, see you in the New Year means see you after Diwali. So if you're sending someone to a prison sentence, and they have to spend 14 years in jail, you'd start it on Diwali. Sentenced, 14 years. That's how we know how to calculate. So you know the story. Lord Ramachandra was punished by his father, reluctantly, by being sent to the forest. And on Diwali time, too. He came back on Diwali time, was greeted by his brother Bharat, and the citizens of Ayodhya, the capital of the kingdom of Koshala. They lit up the streets with lamps. So we celebrate Lakshmi Puja, the birth of Lakshmi. We also celebrate the homecoming of Lord Rama. So these things are there. So what on earth was happening in the Krishna household? Well, in the Krishna household 5,000 years ago, Mother Yashoda and all the cowherd ladies were getting ready to celebrate Diwali. Oh dear. Krishna wants attention. If we know one thing about Krishna as a baby, he wants attention. He's very demanding. If he doesn't get attention, he will steal. Sometimes Krishna will urinate on the kitchen floor, and his mother has to say, "I told you, don't do that." People will write about it in books. 5,000 years ago, anyway. So she got very annoyed and she wanted to tie him up because it was Diwali and she was cooking. So that tying of Krishna to the wooden grinding mortar, that happened at Diwali time. What else happened at Diwali time? When Krishna was 7. When Krishna was 7, they were getting ready to worship, as you do at Diwali time, the implements of your service to the community. Now those who are bankers, they like to worship Lakshmi. And I've been to different places in the city, sometimes Indian bank managers, but sometimes British bank managers. And the British bank manager will invite me to come and do a Lakshmi Puja in the bank. And I'm on the phone, I'm saying, are you sure that's what you want? Are you a Hindu? No. Why do you want a Lakshmi Puja? Well, it's just kind of like the idea. I'm a bit superstitious. I like it. So, it's an English person. Lakshmi Puja. I said, do you know who is Lakshmi? No. But I've heard that she's the goddess of wealth. Can she make me rich? Oh yes, she can make you rich if you do the puja. So we do the puja. So if you're a farmer, you would take some items and maybe throw a few flowers on your plow. If you're an accountant, you throw a few flowers, do a little arti, wave a lamp at your accountancy books. If you were what else? If you're a soldier, you would worship the implements that you have. So what is the implements for a farmer? Well, the implement is it raining? It's raining. So what does a farmer worship? He worships Indra, the god of rain. Because rain gives grass. We feed grass to the cows give milk. From the milk we make makhan and butter and yogurt and cheese. We sell it in the marketplace and we become rich, say the farmers. So at Diwali time, not only do we worship Lakshmi, but we also worship the gods of our profession. So everything was going ahead. They'd assembled everything, all the beautiful hill of food, the Annakuta, and Indra was being worshipped, except Krishna, 7 years old, naughty boy, came to his father and said, Father, got a question. Excuse me, just a question. Yes, Krishna, what is it? Is this a particular type of ceremony, or is it a ritual? Is it puja? He said, not now, son. All the Brahmins are here. I'm looking after the Brahmins, Be quiet. Father, please tell me why we're worshipping Indra. He said, well, Indra brings the rain and But Father, does it rain on the ocean? Yes. As well as the land? Yes. Therefore, why are you worshipping Indra? Because he doesn't care about you. The same time the rain comes on your farming field and grows the grass, it's also raining on the ocean. So therefore, there's no Indra. It's really just a natural phenomenon, isn't it, Father? And even if he is a demigod, Father, and then Krishna starts to convince his father of something called, what is it called? Kanda karma, karma kanda, which I call the coffee machine philosophy. The coffee machine. You know what a coffee machine is? You know coffee machine, Balaji? You take some money, you put it in the top, you press the button. You want a latte, you want a cappuccino, you want a Ribena, whatever you want. You don't know Ribena? Oh, you're missing out. So you put your cup at the bottom, you press the button, you put your money in, and out it comes. The machine, the mechanics of the machine will just deliver you the drink that you want. So the gods are just like that, Father, says Krishna. Well, he didn't use the coffee machine example, but you get the gist. It's just automatic. The demigods are supplying it automatically. It's not that they really care about you. Why don't you worship that which is really giving you food for the cows? Why don't you worship the hill that you take the cows to eat the grass, Govardhan Hill? Now for us here in the West, worshipping an inanimate object, it doesn't make sense. If you're a Hindu, it makes sense. Everything's worshipable, right? We've been to India. You see someone come into a holy place, they're touching everything. I've seen them in a temple in Bombay. Touch the window ledge. Everything is spiritual. Seen that? Everything's spiritual. The floor, everything is worthy of worship. So worship Govardhan Hill. Govardhan, that which gives sustenance to the cows. Now, when I was a young man, And Prabhupada used to explain that go, the Sanskrit word go, means the senses, the cows, the earth, all these things. I began thinking, Sanskrit's not a very highly specific language. If this one word go means cow, the land, that doesn't make a noise, and the senses, then it's not very highly specific. But actually the word go means, you'll like this one, that which is led. That which is led. That which can be pulled along. So a cow can be led. The senses, the nose can be led, the ears can be led, the tongue can be led. And the land can also be led or plowed. That's what it means. So go. So go Varadana. Vara means the best. Dana means give. Supplies of the best to the cows. So Nanda Maharaj said, okay. And the Brahmin said, okay, that's what you want. He's already done his Ritvik Varanam. Ritvik Varanam means the wealthy man chooses the Brahmins to do the puja. Brahmins don't care, you see. They'll do a puja for anyone. They'll do any kind of puja for anyone. As long as you give them dakshina and food with ghee. And they're very happy. One friend of mine, he told me that his father used to entertain Brahmins in his house. He said sometimes we wouldn't cook for them. Oh, it's offensive. How can you not cook? Because some Brahmins, they want to cook for themselves. So you just put the vegetables in the kitchen. They do the chopping, they do the cooking. And he said, my father used to provide a lota. You know what's a lota? Little vase-shaped cup thing, full of ghee. And sometimes two. So the Brahmins would use one for cooking. Then when they sat down for lunch, after offering everything to Krishna, they would drink that lota of ghee like that, pure ghee. My father, he said, would watch. He said, all these Shukaljis, all these Brahmins drinking ghee. And they would be very happy with my father and they would give him Ashirwad, blessings when they left. So this is the culture. So the Brahmins were happy. Yes, we'll worship Govardhan. You can use the same puja implements. You can use the same puja. If you're going to offer incense, flowers and lamps to Indra, you can use the same incense, flower and lamps to worship Govardhan Hill. But they came up with a hill of food, all kinds of cooked food to make a boga offering. When you assemble all ingredients, it's boga. When you cook the ingredients and you put it on a nice plate, it's called naivedya. And when it comes after being offered, it's called prasad. Or if you're Bengali, prasad. Or prasadam. Yes. So, Indra was very annoyed. So that pastime also, you know the story. Indra came and Krishna lifted up, not with his hand. Krishna lifted up with that hand. Lifted up Govardhan Hill for how many days? 7 days. So that pastime is also there. That pastime is also there. So in London we have a lot of different pastimes played out. If you go to the Swaminarayan temple this time of year, they have Annakut. They're the biggest, everybody knows. Swaminarayan, you go for Annakut. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, you come for Govardhan Puja. And you can enjoy life both days. Hindus, you see, they like to go to different places. Wherever's giving the best seva, best service, best sweets. Today it's a Mataji Mandir. Over there, you ask the average Hindu, where do you go to your mandir? Oh, any mandir. Any mandir. So there's a table as long as this room, from the back there all the way over to there, and it's got 1 shelf, 2 shelves, 3 shelves, 4 shelves, and it's about as high as the ceiling, where the roof meets the wall. 5 shelves all the way along, filled with sweets. Imagine Balaram? And people come just to have darshan of the hill of sweets. I used to live in a place called Kenya. It's an East African country. Used to live on a tropical island. Can you imagine? And now I'm here on Stoke-on-Trent in the rain. But I used to live on a tropical island. The sand was the color of these chairs. The water was the color of these turquoise here. And the sky was just very clear. All you could hear was you know what that is? It's the wind blowing in the coconut trees. And the smell, frangipani, champak flowers. Beautiful. I used to live there and I gave it up to come here to Stoke-on-Trent. Anyway, on the Diwali day, we had our entire temple floor covered with preparations. Everybody in the neighborhood would cook something and bring it for the Anakuta. No matter who you were allowed to cook for Krishna on that day. Now normally, if you have a mandir, not just everybody can cook for Krishna. You have to be very clean and, you can't use garlic and onions and all that kind of thing. But on this day, everybody would bring, so the whole temple would be filled with all kinds of things. And so it was wonderful. So that festival is at this time. So all these festivals come. Now all of them are celebrated in the Kartik Mass. We have 2 names for every month of the year. One is a Vedic month name and one is a Vaishnava name. So the Vedic name is Kartik and the Vaishnava name is Damodar. 12 names. Keshava, Narayan, etc. like that. Trivikram, Vasudev, Purushottam, like that. All names. So this is a wonderful thing. And I would just like to say that's how he celebrated. But this month, in the month of Kartik, is very wonderful. Now there's 2 immovable things competing with Krishna. Krishna is totally immovable. You can't move Krishna this way or that way. He's the Supreme Personality of immovability. In the material world, everything can be moved. Everything can be moved. Okay? This building can be moved. All of us can be moved. All it takes is for 3 policemen to come in the door, say, "Police!" You ever been in a house where they've done that? I was in a house in Manchester. Manchester. We had tulsi bushes growing in the window with purple lights above them. Manchester, Whalley Range, Manchester. Purple lights growing above 6 tulsi bushes. 6 o'clock in the morning, 8 police going, "Police! Police! Police! Police!" All running upstairs to see have darshan of Tulsi. Someone should teach them basic biology. Difference between a marijuana plant and a Tulsi bush. But anyway, they were young policemen, I'm sure. So everything is movable. Everything is movable. Even the royal family is movable, isn't it? Yesterday he was a royal. Today he's no longer royal. Okay? Yesterday he's president of America. Tomorrow, no longer president. Okay? Everything and everyone is movable in the material world. That's what material world means. It's asat. Asat. Non-permanent. Non-permanent. You think you're so powerful, phew, gone. There's a story told of a little mosquito, But he's sitting on the knee of the king. You like that, yeah? He's sitting on the knee of the king. And the mosquito looks out at everybody in the audience. The king's giving audiences. 500 people in the room. King is saying this, and he's reading a speech, and my fellow citizens, and like this. No, my subjects. And the little mosquito is looking, and he's looking side to side. And he's feeling very powerful. Feeling very powerful. You know, these people are all below me, and I'm, he's very happy there. And the king just goes, gets rid of him. Anything from the mosquito to the king, everything is movable. Asat. Sat means it doesn't change. It's the opposite. Sat means you can't cut it, you can't liquidate it, you can't shoot it, you can't burn it, you can't strangle it, you can't kill it. It's always there. What is that? Spirit. Spirit. Yeah. There's only two things in this world, Sat and Asat, or Prakriti and Purusha. Purusha means that which is responsible for Prakriti. Prakriti comes from that. What is Prakriti? Well, if someone says, what is Prakriti? You say, we get the word procreation. Prakriti. Kriti means to do. Prakriti, procreation. So procreation means that which is creating stuff. The combination between Purusha and Prakriti and the different manifestations and subdivisions of Prakriti means that there's many different forms. But in each form, whether you're white, whether you're black, whether you're brown, whether you're yellow, whether you're red, whether you're young, whether you're old, whether you're pretty, whether you're ugly, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, everything, there's a spirit soul, and the spirit soul, the Purush within, is supremely identical. Identical. We are the same bird in different cages. This rib cage, the bird of the soul is in the rib cage. Everybody knows my story. The funeral, I was asked to conduct a funeral, right? I sign a lot of passports, applications. I'm not that powerful. I sign the applications. You know, there's a bit where a lawyer has to countersign your application for a passport, no? Or a priest. So I function as a priest. Box number 10 on a passport application form if you're interested. I don't charge. Unless you want to give me a little something. I'll get you out of a sticky hole. Every time I sign a passport application, it's either a British passport or an Irish passport. If I sign a British passport application, no one contacts me. If I sign an Irish one, I get a call from the embassy. Hello, is this Father Kripamoya? They always tell you Father. If you've signed it as priest, they say, is this Father Kripamoya? And I say, yes, it is. Oh, thank you, Father. Just wanted to check your passport signed. Click. So on this particular morning, I got a telephone call. Hello, is that Father Kripamoya? I said, yes, it is. Did I do your passport application? No, we want you to do a funeral. I said, really? Are you Irish? Oh yes, the whole family's Irish. 80 of us are coming over from Dublin. I said, well, you do know I'm not a Catholic priest. Yes, we know. My sister who died, she left in her will that even though her family is Catholic, she wants a Hare Krishna funeral because it's more happy. So I'll give you a happy funeral. Anyway, as I was standing there dressed like this, in front of 80 people dressed in black, I thought, what am I going to say? And so I told the story of a king who wanted to know what happens when we die. So his minister was thinking hard, and he said, look, he pointed over to the window, and a little sparrow, little bird, came in the window, flew across everyone's heads and flew out the other side. The minister turned to the king and he said, there's your answer. The king said, what are you talking about? He said, that bird is the soul. It's a little soul. And everything that happens in this world is this room. And that window over there is birth, and that window over there is death. King said, oh, now I understand. So I told that story and I thought, okay, I wonder how that went down. It's not a story from the Bible, but it is an English story. And it comes from, I've told that story because it comes from Durham. Yeah, it's a story from Durham. Going to Durham University, clever clogs there. It's a story told 700 years ago by the Venerable Bede. Anyway, so the lady came to me and she said, you know that story about the bird? And I thought, oh God, I told the wrong thing. She said, I like that story, I do. She had 4 big lads on one side, 4 big lads on the other, all scowling at me. And I thought, oh no. That happened to me, she said. That happened to me. I said, what are you talking about? So she told me the story where a month ago she'd been in hospital and her heart stopped during the operation. And in order to get her heart started again, the doctor came over and was, pumping the heart, CPR, as well as different types of injections. And she felt herself leave the body, and she went up to the ceiling and she was looking down at everything the doctor was doing. But she could hear the doctor swearing. The doctor was swearing because he was trying to get her heart started. He didn't want her to die on the operating table. So when she was revived, he came and said, Mary, it was touch and go, we got you back. She said, thank you for getting me back, doctor. Thank you for reviving me. But you shouldn't have sworn. I'm a good Catholic woman, and I don't expect that sort of language. And the doctor said, what are you talking about? You were under anesthetic. You couldn't have heard anything. She said, no, doctor, I heard everything. This is what you said. And she told him word for word what he'd said. He said, that's not impossible. You were lying unconscious on the operating table. No, doctor, she said. I was on the ceiling watching you. So the body and the soul are 2 different things. You understand the principle? The soul is inside the body. Body's not inside the soul. Sometimes people say, I have a soul. You heard people say that? I believe I have a soul. Well, no, you have a spleen. You have a gallbladder. You have a kidney or 2, if you're lucky. You have a heart. And you have a brain. But you don't have a soul. The soul has a body. You understand? It's like saying, interviewing this green shirt. And the green shirt says, I have a human inside me. No. Doesn't make sense, does it? No, you ask the human says, I have a green shirt. So, we have to understand there's a fundamental difference between spirit and matter. Once you understand that, then you can understand that the source of all spirit must be spirit. If the source of all spirit is spirit, then the origin of all spirit must be God. That's the ultimate state. See? So therefore, in all these considerations, this festival of Diwali, this long period, has deeper and deeper and deeper levels of meaning. Now, Krishna is totally immovable because he's Sat. But he has 2 movable things. One is the wooden grinding mortar. Well, it's presented to Krishna as an immovable object because it's so heavy that no baby that age could pull it over. But Krishna pulls it over. Not only that, but he pulls it through the yard and he pulls it out into between 2 trees. Now these trees were trees. Have you ever seen trees that have a white skin, like silver birch? Yeah, trees like that. Except these trees, they're shaped like an old-fashioned rocket. Not like Elon Musk's SpaceX, but or maybe it is actually. They come down like this, and then there's fins at the bottom. Okay? There's SpaceX rockets like that. Yeah, aren't they? A little bit like that. Oh, like that. So these Yamal Arjun trees, they're called Yamal Arjun. I didn't know what a Yamal Arjun tree was until I went to Mauritius. Another tropical island in the sun. Follow me on Facebook. I go to all the tropical islands. And I tell everybody it's for preaching Krishna consciousness. Anyway, went to Mauritius. Devotee pointed them out to me. These are Yamal Arjun trees, like the ones Krishna pulled over. I said, why was it such a big deal that Krishna pulled those particular types of trees over? He said, because they're immovable, completely immovable. Because they go down like that, thick trunks, and then they fan out like that, and they've got the deepest rooted roots. And when the hurricanes come and other trees are pushed over, these trees don't bend. They're not moved at all. But Krishna pulled two of them over. And inside those trees were not only the soul of the tree, but two demigods. What were the names? Manigriv and Nala Kubera, yes, Nala Kubera, sons of Kubera. And it's interesting, if the Srimad Bhagavatam was a film, we'd have to put this next bit of the story unrestricted, as they would say in America, or X as they used to say here. Why? They were bathing naked in the river. Two handsome young demigods bathing naked in the river. Now, Narada Muni, he's very tolerant and compassionate, but he doesn't like nakedness. So he said, you're exposing yourselves. You want to live like this? Then I curse you to become trees. But Narada Muni is a great devotee of Krishna. He doesn't want anybody to be cursed so that they have no chance of coming to Krishna. So he said, and in a few hundred years' time, you will be relieved by Krishna pulling over. So this is a wonderful benediction. If I said to you, we're going to send you all to jail, very nice jail here in Stoke-on-Trent, very nice Her Majesty's prison, okay? And you're all going to be in there for 6 months, and all you get to wear is a grey tracksuit, okay? And eat porridge. But at the end, you'll be able to see Krishna. It would be a good deal, wouldn't it? So this was the deal that they had. So Krishna pulled over those trees and liberated those two great gods. Balaram, how are we doing for time? Okay. So the most important thing, there's a takeaway from this story, is that the writer of this particular Satyavrata Muni, he's writing in this book, writing in this song, that not only were these two immovable things pulled over by the supreme immovable, which is Krishna, who no one can compete with, but how wonderful it is that supreme immovable person has come to this world as a baby. How is that possible? And he's sitting there and he's writing this song, but he's in wonder how God has come. Everywhere we find that God is, even we look at the Upanishads, isn't it? We look at the Upanishads and who was it? Agni and Indra, they were trying to, the guest came and they were trying to, Vayu was trying to blow away the straw. Agni was trying to burn the straw, but the Lord was there and they could do nothing. So the Supreme Person, and Prabhupada would very much try and get us to understand that the Supreme that we are talking about is the eternal amongst eternals. Do not think that Krishna is simply a historical personality, but Krishna is the eternal amongst all eternals. He is the supreme amongst all the gods. He's Deva Deva Jagatpate. Jagatpate. The whole Jagat. He's the Lord of the whole Jagat. And in this wonderful image we have of Krishna manifesting thousands and thousands of lordships from his very being. And the demigods coming and paying their pranams to Krishna. So that God comes as a child is the most amazing thing. and yet retains all his immaculate powers. So how is that? Then the writer of this song is saying how wonderful it is that even though he's God, it's a wonder that he's come as a child. But even then, on top of that, that someone, another person, is tying him with a rope. How is that possible? That God himself allows himself to be tied by a rope. See? You've already seen that Krishna pulls over the wooden grinding mortar that he was tied to. You've already seen that he pulls over the trees. But how was it in the first place that his mother tied him with a rope around the belly? How is that possible? How can anyone tie Krishna? Because he allows himself to be tied by his devotee. So it's not power when we're going before God, but it is love. Only love. Love conquers everything. We hear it in the songs, in the movies, in the books we read. Love conquers everything. So love of God is that which can even conquer God. And Krishna agrees to be conquered by his devotees who love him. Because bhakti attracts Bhagavan. Bhagavan has everything. There's nothing that you can give that Bhagavan doesn't already possess, except love. The unique nature of Bhagavan is that even though he has so many bhaktas, if you take your love to Bhagavan, Krishna immediately will see you. My Guruji, Srila Prabhupada, he told us in 1973, when we were constructing the temple room at Bhaktivedanta Manor, he said, if someone comes to the temple and just puts one screw in the wall, he said, Srimati Radharani will turn to Krishna and say, just look, see this great devotee who's doing such wonderful service for you. Please give him your mercy. This is the nature. So God is great, but he's also great in his compassion. God is so great that you can't even reach him if you travel at the speed of light for hundreds of years. But he's so wonderful that you can reach him just with a small diwa and a prayer. And he will come and fill your hands with so much, fill your heart with so much. So bhakti is available. And we simply find that these 5 processes that all the devotees of Krishna do, what are they? We heard about them yesterday. 5 things that every bhakta does. 1, comes together with other devotees. Yes, right. 2nd, chanting the holy name. 3rd, Bhagavat Shravan, listening to stories of Krishna, listening to songs of Krishna, singing songs of Krishna. 4, living in a holy place where these things are done. And 6, worshipping the Murti or the form of the Lord. Just these simple things, and our life can be transformed. So here in this temple, in Stoke-on-Trent Temple, it's an opportunity to come and get the company of others who are very interested in Bhagavan, interested in developing their full human potential. So we come here every Sunday or every 2 Sundays or twice a week because we like it. So with our eyes we can see the deity of the Lord. With our tongue we can taste the food that's been offered to Krishna. With our nostrils we can smell the incense being offered to Krishna and the flowers. With our hands we can touch the flames that have been offered to Krishna. With our voices we can sing. Because our time is limited. Time is very limited. Better that we use our time in our human form of life in a way in which we will, as we're also lying on that operating theatre or hospital bed, and the soul is about to leave, we can say, again, that was a good life. I did okay on that one. my spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, he was sitting in the manor giving a talk, and I was only, how old was he? About 19. Younger than Balaram, yeah. And Prabhupada said, and he was looking around the room like this, as he did. He said, this life is very short. You have had many, many lives in the past, thousands of lives. But each life has led you to a next life, next life, next life. This life also, you can have a next life, next life, next life. So many lives. But each life is very short and full of frustration. And somehow I was sitting in the front, he said, but this life, just give this one short life to Krishna. Something in my mind said, okay. So we have a precious opportunity. No matter how young you are, give your life to Krishna. No matter how old you are, give your life to Krishna. It's Krishna's anyways. Belongs to him. So if I take your jumper, what's your name, sir? One behind you. Sanjay. Jay. Is that your jumper that you're wearing? If I was to come and take that jumper off you, okay, then I was to give it back to you, saying, I give you this, Jay, as a gift. You would say to me, oh, I'm sorry, that's my jumper anyway. You're just giving me. So in the same way, Krishna owns everything we have. If you give your life to Krishna, it's not like you're giving something that he didn't have anyway. You're just waking up to the understanding that it all belongs to him. This is called property, or sharanagati. When you go to the bank, who has a bank account here? Anybody has a deposit account? You have a deposit account? Yeah? If you go to a Sanskrit bank and you ask to open up an account is called a lepa. And a deposit account is called a nikshepa lepa. So you go to a bank in southern India and you say, good morning, I'd like to open a nikshepa lepa, please. He says, yes, sir, deposit account. Very nice. So, when we make a deposit of money, the bank looks after it for us. But the great sages advise, when you make a deposit of your soul, that's a wonderful thing. When you deposit that with Krishna, the bank of Krishna, Krishna will look after it very nice, and the interest is very good. Hare Krishna. So now we're going to sing the song that we've been talking about. I'm going to try. I think Balaram's going to sing it for us. He's going to get his harmonium. Any questions while we're waiting? You're lucky I didn't take your jumper, Jay. You got a shirt underneath? No, you're very lucky then. Our life should be happy. This is all that this movement is for, making us happy. Balaram, you going to sing us into Damodar prayers? You got a harmonium? You don't know how to play? That's very nice. Anybody know how to play the harmonium? No, okay. All right. You going to sing? Or you want me to sing? Okay. My voice seems to be okay today. I'll try. So you know how this works, ladies and gentlemen. We offer a diwa. Place it in there. That's it. You can offer a diwa for yourself, or you can do it for a loved one. You can even offer a candle for someone who's passed on, especially at this time of year, for your mother or father or grandparents who passed on. So we're going to need those of you who can read to be standing at the ready to read the thing. And Balaram, you need to be. Oh, it's up here. It's up there. Okay. I need to go that side, don't I? I'm okay? If I move slightly, yeah. Thank you. You all right, everyone? So you can either sing or come up and offer a candle. Or do both if you're qualified. Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat kundalam gokule brajamanam Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat kundalam gokule vrajamanam Yashoda biyolukala Param rishtamatyantato dhrutya gopya Rudantam maho netra yugmam rijantam Karamboja yugmena satanga netram Mohosasakam patrire kankakanda Stita graivam damodaram bhakti badam Mohoshasakam bhatrire kankagandha Stita graivam damodaram bhakti badam Iti driksvali labir ananda kunde Swagosham nimajjantam akyapayantam Tadiyeshidageshu bhaktarjidadvam Puna prematastam shata vritti vande Varam deva moksham namokshavadimba nachanyang vrineham vadesharapiha Idam te vapunata gopala balam sadame manasya virastam kimanye. Idam te mukam bojam atyanta nilair vritam kuntalai snigdha raktascha gopya. Mohoshchambitam bimbarakta me manasya virastam alam lakshalabaye. Namo Deva Damodarananda Vishnu Prasida Prabhu Duga Jalabdi Magnam. Namo Deva Damodarananda Vishnu Prasida Prabhu Duga Jalabdi Magnam. Kripa drishti vrishti tilam vadanu grihane shamamagyam ejakshi drishya. Kripa drishti vrishti dinam vadano grihane shamam magyam hedyakshi drishya. Kuveratmajo bada murjaiva yadvat tvaya mochito bhakti bhajo krito cha. Tata prema bhaktim svakam me prayacha namokshe graho me stidamo dareha. Tata prema bhaktim svakam me prayacha namokshe graho me stitamo dareha. Namaste studamne Surapti dipti damne Tvadiyo darayata vishwasya damne. Namaste studamne Spuradipti damne Tvadiyo darayata vishwasya damne. Namo Radhikaya Tvatiya Prayayai Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam Namo Radhikaya Tvatiya Prayayai Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, oh, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ha! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, we place our hands in the air. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Radha Damodara ki jai, Shri Yashoda Damodara ki jai, Shri Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Shri Satyarata Muni ki jai. Jai 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 Jai, Stoke chant ki jai.
Hare Krishna. I think you have a bit more energy than that. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hey, you actually did it like that. Okay. Very good. So, on behalf of ISKCON Stoke, we'd like to welcome all of you to our Sunday Feast program. Anyways, what's left of it, what's next is Prashadam. So, did everyone have a wonderful Damodar Arati? Yes. Did everyone enjoy the wonderful Damodar prayers? Did everyone enjoy the wonderful lecture on Damodar? It wasn't loud enough. I think you should go higher than that. So thank you so much, Kripamoya Prabhu, for enlightening us with your presence today. Just a few announcements. So today we had a wonderful program with Kripamoya Prabhu. Next week we'll have a regular Sunday Feast program. Yesterday we had a wonderful Diwali program in the Pottery Center. In 2 weeks' time, we have another festival coming up. We have what Kripamoya Prabhu spoke about, the festival of Govardhan Puja. Shri Govardhan Puja ki jai. So we have many festivities planned for that. We have we'll have a replica, not life-size, but a small replica of Govardhan Hill that is edible. It'll be, I'm not sure what it'll be made out of yet, but we'll have a wonderful program, lots of kirtan, lots of nice prashadam. Govardhan Puja means prashadam. And also we have a very special guest, His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu ki. So for those that don't know Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, he is a very famous preacher from India. He goes by the nickname the spiritual scientist. So for those that know, he is a very logical, very intelligent speaker, who is so intelligent that every time he speaks, he needs to draw out a diagram just so people can comprehend what he's speaking about. So he'll be coming specially for our Govardhan Puja festival, which will be on the Sunday. More details about that festival will go out on our WhatsApp group. If you have not joined our WhatsApp group, then please do. There is a WhatsApp QR code at the back. Also, we have a wonderful shop, if you're coming for the first time, a wonderful shop with amazing devotional items. One special item, Jai Prabhu, if you can get the calendar. So just today, we have got a fresh batch of 2026 Hare Krishna calendars. And in our temple, they are completely free. So please, please, please do get your own calendar. You can get 1 or 2, or if you want to gift them to a friend, they're an amazing gift. Myself, my parents, and other devotees I've seen, when they're going to supermarkets or wherever out, they just give it as a gift and people appreciate it so much. There's nice artwork. There's nice food for thought to read about as well. So it's a wonderful gift. Please do get some. They will be with Jai Prabhu. Jai Prabhu, give us a wave. He is managing our shop today, and he'll be giving a calendar, so please do get that. I'm not sure if there are any other announcements, so I think that will be it. Can we please thank His Grace Kripamoya Prabhu for doing our program today and joining us with 3 loud Haribos! 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 Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So now we'll have Narsimha prayers and Prasadam prayers. Hare Krishna.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladalatatayini. Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha. Shilatankanakalaye. Ito Narsimha Pado Narsimho. Yato yato yami tato Narsimha. Bahe Narsimha, Hridaye Narsimha. Narsimha Dim Sharanam Prapade. Tavakara Kamala Fare Nakam Adbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringa Keshavadreta Narahare Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha. Jai Narasimha Dev ki, Jai Prahlad Maharaj ki. Mahaprasadam Govinde. नाम ब्रह्मणि विष्णवे सर्व पुण्य विताम्ना जन विश्वासो न विजायते शरीराल विद्याचार चोरिंद्रिय दाई काल दिव्य फिल विषय सागरे तावमति जवाती लोभ माय से दुर्मति ताकि जित संसारे कृष्ण बरो देव माय कोरी बाय जीव जाय सब प्रसाद में दिलो बाय से अमृत पाओ राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ श्री प्रेम दाकुशी चैतन्य ताय जैन माय जैन ताय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री विसादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय
Prasadam awaits upstairs. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prasadam awaits upstairs.
Hara is the supreme pleasure potency of the Lord. This potency Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,